Well, hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you happen to be. This is Victoria Jennings from Taking Care of Business. Welcome. Um, I am here today on behalf of entrepreneurs building success to talk about the next financial year. In Australia right now, it's July, and our financial year goes from um, June to July. Okay, so it goes over 2 years. So right now is our new financial year, and I know it's different in other countries, and financial years are different all around the world. But I wanted to focus on this because it's our opportunity right now to build our business for the next 12 months because we're going into our new financial year, right? So I thought it might be a great time to revisit how and the mechanism that I use to actually start designing a business plan for the next 12 months. But there's a step that I like to do before we actually begin the business plan, right? And this helps you frame the business plan. This helps you get into that energetic feeling of what you want to create in the next 12 months in your business. And what I find is sometimes for people, depending on their profile, um, some will struggle with looking too far into the future, and some will struggle with present time. Okay, so what I want to do with this and how we couch this and we start this is to tap into the law of attraction, which if you don't know a lot about, I would encourage you to look up Esther Hicks. She's the best law of attraction expert I know of, and very simple and easy to understand how it works. So go and have a look at her work. Also, you can search Abraham because she does, there'll be some stuff under Abraham as well. She talks about Abraham, okay? So I encourage you to do that and look into her work. But what I want to do is to go into the future. So we're going to do this little exercise together. I encourage you to look at the replay because you'll be able to pause it. All right. So if you're watching live, welcome and fantastic. I'm so glad you're here. But if you're watching live, then you might want to go back and go through on the replay so you can pause it at different places, and then you won't be trying to take all the notes down. Because if I wait for everyone to actually do this exercise takes quite a long time to do, and we only have half an hour here today. All right, so go back, pause it as you need to, and work through it. It is an excellent exercise to do if you've never done this before. So I encourage everyone to do it. It doesn't really matter what time of year you do this, but it's very valuable when you're first setting up your business. So anyone who's in startup mode, do this. And I know a lot of you haven't done this. I know a lot of you go straight into sales and you haven't even thought about what you want your next 12 months to look like. So this is for those people. All right. This is something that comes straight out of my Roadmap to Millions bootcamp. And I'm sharing it with you today so that you can get some runs on the board as quickly as possible because this stuff works. Okay. All right. So I'm going to take you through a process now, and then I'm going to talk to you at the end about something exciting that's coming up very soon. And anyone who's here with me in this Facebook group, which is a private group, Taking Care of Business, you'll have access to what I'm going to talk about at the end because you're already here. All right. If you're not already here, I suggest you get on to the private Facebook group so that you'll be able to access what's coming up because it's going to be extremely valuable for you. And it's about sales, and I'll talk about it later as well in more detail. Okay. So here we go. I want you to close your eyes and imagine that it's 12 months from now in the future. All right. So right now in Australia, it's July 2025. So if you're in Australia, I want you to, or anywhere in the world where it's July 2025, I want you to imagine, close your eyes and imagine it's now July 2026. Okay. Step into that little time capsule. And what we're going to do is we're going to look back over the year that was. So we're going to look back over the July 2025 year and up to June 30th, 2026. And we're going to look at how grateful we are for everything that we brought to fruition through our business into our lives. Through our business into our lives. Very important, okay? All right. I want you to think about the business now. I want you to get into what happened in your business in that beautiful last 12 months that you created. What were the wonderful things? And I want you to start with this sentence. It's July 2026, and I'm so grateful for the last year. I achieved, and now I'm going to go through the different areas, and you're going to write down what you achieved in those areas over the last 12 months from a place of gratitude. Okay? My business sense of purpose was your why for your business ended up being the why of your business. Why does your business exist? What is that big, huge question? Other questions, why I'm here on the planet, right? Why does my business exist? Who does it serve? Who did it serve over the last 12 months? All right, what contribution was I able to make to the community through my business, to the world through my business? What impact did my business have in my community, with my customers, with my clients? What impact did my business make in their lives this last 12 months? Okay. What new skills did I gain over the last 12 months that I didn't have before? So my business pushed me forward because I had to gain skills in these areas to support my business. What areas were those skills developed in? Who are my new clients and customers that have come into my world because of how successful my business was over the period of the last 12 months? Who am I now working with? Who's showing up in my circle of the world, in my business? Who are my ideal clients that showed up and bought something from me and supported me with monetary exchange? Who are they? Where did I find them? Where were they hiding? So that I can find more in the future. So grateful for the team that I have. Who was on my team the last 12 months, helping me to get this thing out to my ideal client? Who are the partners I was able to create over the last 12 months, who I'm now collaborating with to work on my business and take it to the next level? Who are the partners? Who were the new people that came into my network that I'm created by design? Who were they? How have they impacted the business over the last 12 months? I'm so grateful for those people in my network. And where was I able to find them? The people that I wanted to invite into my network. Who have been my mentors for the last 12 months? List them. The ones that I was able to work with that helped me move my business forward. Includes coaches, of course, mentors, coaches, courses that you did with people. Anyone who's shared their knowledge with you for the last 12 months. Who are they? And where were you able to find them? How were you able to spend your time or invest your time over the last 12 months in your business? Are you spending more time on your business rather than in your business because of the team and the partners you've created? Have you created more time for yourself to be with your family, to go on holidays, to just enjoy life a little more? What sorts of wonderful projects did you get completed over the last 12 months in your business? Celebrate the projects that were completed. List them out. What were they? What sort of personal cash flow was your business able to generate for you? So grateful for that. Were you able to replace your job income? Were you able to quadruple your job income? Are you paying yourself a wage now? Does the business support paying you a wage? What personal wealth for the last 12 months were you able to create because of your business? Have you bought a home? Did you pay off your home? Have you bought another home, a rental home? Have you bought a beach house? What did your business allow you to purchase to increase your personal wealth? Describe it. Go into lots of detail throughout this exercise. The more detail, the better. Smells, sights, what you're hearing, how it feels. Really get into the feeling and the gratitude of achieving this. What's happened to my reputation over the last 12 months as a result of this very successful business that I've created? Where have you been able to travel to because of your business, because of the income that it's given you? Or maybe you've run retreats all around the world. Where did you go? Running these retreats for your clients so that actually Your travel is paid for by your business. How did that feel? Where did you go? What did you do? Who did you meet? And what did you do after the retreat in those locations when you took some time out to enjoy it, enjoy being there? How has your health been for the last 12 months? How are you grateful for the health that you've now got as a result of having a business? Because you have more capability to, I don't know, have go and do yoga lessons, have a personal trainer, like all sorts of different things that you've been able to do to improve your health over the last 12 months as a result of having more money coming in from your business. Have you bought a new home this last 12 months? Where is it? What does it look like? How many bedrooms does it have? Does it overlook the ocean? Is it in a forest? Is it on top of a mountain with views everywhere? Did you buy a farm? Or did you buy a hobby farm that you can escape to whenever life's getting a little bit busy and hectic? Describe your home in detail, everything. The colour scheme, the feelings you get when you walk in the door. This is your sanctuary or sanctuaries. You may have several sanctuaries that you go to. What does that look, feel like? Invite friends over. Run mini retreats in this beautiful home that you've created. What have your family been able to experience as a result of the income you've generated from your business for the last 12 months? Where did you go? What holidays did you have together? What mini breaks did you take together? What experiences were you able to create and have together? How did that make you feel? To be able to support your family in that way. And this might be extended family, not just your close family. You might have been able to do something for cousins, nephews, nieces, all right, your extended family. Did you take everyone on a cruise so that you could have a family experience together and shout everyone to go? Have a family reunion of some sort. Think big. Bigger the better. How is your business able to impact what you do with your friends? What experiences did you share with them? Were you able to take all your friends out to dinner and pay for it for them? Just because your business is now creating great returns for you. And you can share it around a little bit, right? You can share the joy. You can be generous. Some of you may have never been able to be generous before with your friends and family. Now you can be. Not for not wanting to, but for not having that sort of support behind you. How do you feel about your life now and the way you're living? How grateful are you for that? How does it feel to wake up every morning not worrying about what's in the bank account, not even thinking about the bank account, because you know you're taken care of. Your business is taking care of everything. What sort of peace of mind does that bring for you? What hobbies have you been able to take up because your business supports you financially? What hobbies are you now doing? Is it art? Is it dancing? Is it bushwalking? Is it going to beautiful places on weekends to experience new places, places you've never been to before? Is it hopping on a plane and going away for a week or two to beautiful destinations you've never been to before? And your hobby takes you to those places. What have been your magic moments that you've created as a direct result of having a highly successful business over the last 12 months? Magic moments with family, with friends, with partners, with your team. Okay, as I said, go back over this recording and pause it if you need to do it. Do it in more detail. The more detail, the better. Okay, so I want to bring you back now to present time. All right, that's a beautiful journey that you've just created. So I encourage you that you'll put all of that onto a vision board. You'll represent it visually. Whether you do that electronically, whether you do that with cutting up magazines and putting it on your wall, whatever that is for you, do a vision board about it and what your life looks like, because you are able to create this life through your business. Okay? That's what business is for, to create the most beautiful life and all your dreams coming true, right? That's what it's for, personally, at a personal level. Okay? The other thing I would encourage you to do is to record something about 15 minutes long that talks about all of those things that you're grateful for creating. And listen to it every night just before you fall asleep, because then your subconscious works on that too and starts creating it, and magic starts to happen. People come into your life. You're in attraction mode then. You attract people to you, and let your subconscious do that work for you. Your vision board, have a look in the morning, have a look in the evening. Just a glance. Don't have to take long over it. Okay? It will happen. Law of attraction is working faster than ever at the moment. It's incredible how fast it is right now. Okay? And now you can take that picture of the life that you want to create. And now we're going to work backwards. And what does that mean? What the revenue that you've got to create in your business? What will that need to be for the next 12 months to be able to have gratitude for all of those things that you talked about? Now you've got a figure, because I know a lot of you don't even have a figure you work with. But now you've got a figure that you've got to achieve in the next 12 months to be able to have that life. Okay? Really important. You've now got a financial goal to achieve. And now you're going to divide that financial goal into 12 months. So now you've got a monthly goal that you have to achieve so that you have that life. Okay? And now I want you to look at, how are you going to create that monthly goal in your business. And to look at that, you've got to look at what you've got to do, the strategies you've got to put in place in order to achieve that. This is how business plans are done. Well, this is how business plans are done if you do it with me. All right. What are the strategies, the big, audacious goals that you have to create, okay, in order for the next 12 months, in order for your business to create that income, to support that lifestyle that you just described? What strategies? So, what plans do you have to have? Marketing plans? Do you have to have sales plans? Do you have to have, these are all your plans. Do you have to have a systems plan? What systems do you need to support that? You're not going to be able to achieve it doing everything yourself. You will need systems in place. All right. We create our value through the products and services we provide. We create our leverage through the communication strategies we have and the systems we have to support those and make it happen. If you don't have all those 4 areas covered, your business is limping or leaking. All right. So this is why this is so important. All right. What are the strategies for marketing? What are the strategies for sales? What are the strategies for getting a team on board to help you, assist you? What are the strategies for expanding that team? All right. And then I want you to go from the strategies and look at what projects you have to put in place to achieve those strategies. See, we're breaking it down. Every time we're taking it from the very big picture into the very micro picture. So what are the projects that have to be done under each of those strategies? What are the tasks that have to be done? What do you have to implement to make it happen? When? How? So the questions you always need to ask are why, what, when, why, what, who, when, and how. They're the 5 questions you always have to cover in every project that you undertake. Okay? Because that answers everything from every angle. All right. Who are you going to work with to help get your message out to market? How are you going to get your message out to market? What social media channels are you going to use to do that? What advertising are you going to do that? How are people going to know who you are and what you offer and how it serves them? When are you going to do these things throughout the year? Where are you going to do them? And how are you going to put it all in place? When you can answer all of those questions, you've got a business plan. And it all links back to that big goal of the income you need to generate in order to have that life that you just described. Now you need to put it into action. Nothing's going to happen unless you put it into action. Now, if you want help with things like this, where we go into it into a lot more detail and it's all recorded and you can go over it and keep doing it, then I'd encourage you to look at Roadmap to Millions Bootcamp. If you want to do that, easiest way to do it is to have a chat with me. So put down in the comments below, chat, and I'll know you want to have a talk with me and we'll organise it, okay, to get you onto the program. Am I going to sell you something? Yes, I am. We're all selling something, aren't we? That's what business is. That's what business is. Now, I give you the what's in here, and you can do your own research, right? It's just going to take you a lot of time. But if you want the how to do things, then you come into my boot camp. All right. And I give you everything, templates, everything that you need to make this happen. Is there a price attached to it? Yes, there is. Is it a way to spend money, or is it a way to invest money? It's a way to invest your money. And don't forget, everything you pay for that's to do with professional development or to do with your business moving the needle is tax deductible. So you get it back, or you're able to deduct it from your revenue, right, legally, and pay less tax. Nothing is ever wasted in business. That's why we have a business. Everything can be written off. If it helps you move the needle, then it can be written off. All right. So there's that. Then the other thing I want to talk about is I've got something exciting coming up in the next couple of weeks. I'm not releasing the date yet, but you need to be in here, which you are. If you're watching this now, congratulations. Great. I am releasing a component of my Roadmap to Millions Bootcamp in relation to how you close calls according to the profile that people are. So in other words, you present the information in the way they need to hear it, in the way they need to see it, in the way they need to make the buying decision to work with you. Okay? And how you identify those people, how you can determine which way you need to sell to them just by having a couple of minute conversations with them. So this is designed for people who have strategy calls to close their offers with people. That's who it's designed for. So if that's you, if you're a coach, most coaches have to do this and sell this way, then this is going to be for you. So make sure you keep looking out for the little hints that I'll be dropping in here about when this is going to happen, because you don't want to miss out on it. All right? It really, really helps increase your conversation conversion rate in a very unique way. 4 ways to sell to people, 4 different ways. And they have 4 different buying triggers. And if you're not covering that in the presentation, if you're not covering that in your marketing material, you're leaving money on the table. Okay? All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. This has been Taking Care of Business, Victoria Jennings, sponsored by Entrepreneurs Building Success. See you later. Have a good week. Bye.